Energized show, up the Irish.
Okay, what's going on, guys? Welcome to a brand new episode of Energized. Ross, introduce the guest, man.
Today we have two undefeated prospects from SBG Ireland. We have Darragh, the Moville Mauler, Kelly, and we have Kenny Black Diamond, Mokhonoana. Lads, how we doing?
All good, all good. Ready to go.
Lads, welcome to the show. I just want to put it out there. We were laughing beforehand. I called the two lads decision merchants, and they're both after me now, Ross.
Yeah, they are absolute Finnish merchants by nature. Darragh, tell us this. It's been a while since we've seen you in the cage. How much are you looking forward to getting back in there in front of a home crowd?
It's been too long now. It's just 6 months between shows, roughly. I'm just dying to get back in. I was ready since the last one, so eager now to get going.
You let that cage out of scratch on you. Will we be seeing something similar this time around?
I'll take it if it comes, but I'd say this boy will have a bit more fight in him. But never say never. It could be an old Kamzat job from the weekend, like.
Don't call him the Mauler for nothing, Ross.
No, absolutely not. And then Kenny, your last fight was actually New UAE Warriors. How did signing with Bellator come about, and are you excited to fight with your teammates on the card as well?
Yeah, 100%. It's been a long time coming. I was supposed to fight on the last Bellator card, but I just I didn't get on the card for whatever reason. And then I went to the UAE, got a victory there, and then John and Dave basically sorted out this Bellator one fight deal for me. So yeah, excited to go.
And tell us this, Kenny, it's a one fight deal, but would you like to extend that one fight deal, or are you just going to see how this fight goes for yourself?
Yeah, literally just get past this fight and see what happens. So like, just win the fight, focus on winning, and I feel like everything else will like fall into place. You know what I mean? You
know what they say: if the numbers are right, Kenny, that's it, isn't it?
That's the one, yeah. I didn't want to say, you know what I mean? But yeah, that's the real reason.
It's like a brag, Ross. Lads,
yeah, we'll see what happens. Yeah.
So, lads, at the moment, the SBG is absolutely blowing up at the moment. Johnny Walker just won over the weekend. The two lads over in PFL ran the show. What's the buzz and what's the vibe like now in the build-up to Bellator Dublin? Darragh, you can take it away, bud.
Yeah, I think, like as you said, SBG, we're really riding a wave at the minute, and I think it's only going one direction. I'd say in 5 years' time, the level of the stable fighters we have in this gym is going to be through the roof, because we're an upward trajectory now, and the vibe in the gym every time before Bellator, like there's a great buzz about the place. Everyone's just excited. The hard work's almost done. Everyone's ready to go. So it's great now, the atmosphere in the place. Like.
And Kenny, what's it like for yourself now, being part of the camp in the build-up for Bellator Dublin?
Yeah, I'm excited. Obviously, I was fighting with Will, and in UAE, me and Will went to Dubai last time, and obviously learned like obviously more experience than me with the pro game. So obviously with like going through the weight cut and all with him was just something that was like real good, you know what I mean? So I can only imagine what Bellator is going to be like with Darragh and all the rest of the boys in the build up to the fight and fight week and all. It's gonna be a good crack, and yeah, it's gonna be good.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be a good crack. Shout out to Will and Kelly as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Darragh, tell us this. Obviously, you and Kenny are similar weight classes, so I assume you get a few rounds in together. What's the best thing that Kenny does, and what do you find most? What challenges does he actually give you in the rounds in the gym?
Yeah, I mean, like we joined roughly the same time. I'd say I've done more fight simulations with Kenny than anyone else, really, and what he does best is, I think, his style's so unorthodox. It's so hard to read his striking, even his grappling. Like, he throws up chokes from anywhere. You've got to be on the ball with him everywhere it goes. He's so unpredictable.
And then, Kenny, what about Darragh? What makes Darragh so special, and what are his attributes that give you problems in the cage?
Definitely all the things he's able to do in his fights, pretty much. You know what I mean? What he does, he like takes down people. Obviously, you know what he's gonna do, and you much can't stop it. You know what I mean? You have to kind of like work around what he's doing. You know what I mean? So yeah, definitely his relentlessness, like definitely that, and obviously
Yeah,
the strength. It's a strength that like I haven't really felt on like when with like the grips he has and the when he ties you up in certain positions. It's like it's mad. Like it looks like when you're watching it in a fight, you're like, this guy should be getting out of that, but like when you feel it, you have to feel it yourself to like understand. You know what I mean?
yeah. Well, they don't call him the Mobile Mauler for nothing, Baz, do they?
No,
You know what I
exactly.
mean?
Well, that's why
the
you can't
word.
wait to
This is
see.
it.
That's why you can't wait. Well, we all can't wait to see the Mobile Mauler and the Black Diamond compete at Bellator Dublin in the Tree Arena on the 23rd of September, Ross.
Yeah, absolutely. Darragh, I'm not gonna lie. Like every time what's called your schedule to fight, Barry's like, Darragh, Kelly's fighting. He gets so excited for it. Like he absolutely loves it. It's definitely not to be missed. And like, look, one thing that I always think is you sort of want a bit of both. Like I want to see you guys win, of course, but I also want to see more than 2 minutes of you fight as well. Because the last two times the 2 years got the job done in 2 minutes. I want to see the development on in there. But Darragh, what difference are we going to see from last time out to this time? You've had 6 months in the gym. Like you've probably known about this fight for about 15 or 16 weeks. Tell us, what differences have you made in those 16 weeks?
Yeah, so my style hasn't changed. My style's all the same, but I think I was only coming to grips with the positions I work and all last February. And then the last 6 months, I've really, what would you say, I've really sharpened my tools in those areas. Like I'm leaps and bounds better. Once against the cage, taken down, I know how to work the control, the system more. You're going to see the same thing. It's just going to be, it's going to be crisper.
What about yourself, Kenny? Obviously, you've been waiting a while as well. What version of Kenny Mokhonoana are we going to see?
Yeah, just the normal me mixing things up. I think I can beat the guy everywhere, and yeah, if it goes longer, you will see that I'm well rounded. I'm not just a grappler. Like I feel like people think I'm just a triangle merchant. You know what I mean? But I feel like yeah, I feel like
Decision
I
merchant.
can show more. Yeah, that's yeah. This time it might be a decision merchant, but yeah, I feel like hopefully I'm like if I stop him early, you can't complain. You know what I mean? But a good thing will be good to go a bit longer as well and show my full skill set.
Yeah, it definitely will be good to see you guys back in there and see what skills you have developed. Sorry, Bart, do you want to come in there?
Yeah, Darragh, like I just saw like you posted on your Instagram recently that Conor McGregor obviously was down in the gym training. When he comes into the gym, like what's the sort of atmosphere like, and like does it make you feel like you have to like impress or like try even harder, knowing what you could potentially like reach at some stage?
Yeah, so the atmosphere, it's funny. Like I think everyone turns into almost kids. Like all the grown men be around, looking at him, staring at him, trying to get photos with him. You know, obviously he's one of the biggest names in the game, so it's bound to happen. But as you say, even before my last fight, he came up and wished everyone luck, and that was one of the things. Usually you don't be thinking before your fight, you don't be thinking about too much, but that was actually in the back of my head. Like Conor's watching us now. He's after coming, wishing us luck. And I wanted to try and put on a show to impress him. So that kind of shows you the effect he has on everyone.
Kenny, what's it like for yourself, bud, as well?
I actually haven't seen him too much. I think I've seen him. He was there last week doing jiu-jitsu. He just said what's up, and that was it. I don't want to annoy him. Do you know what I mean? I say like he's getting his head wrecked. So everyone's wrecking his head. So I just said what's up. And I just don't think. I'm not the most outgoing guy or whatever, but I just said what's good and kept it pushing. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's good to have someone like that in the gym, like a double UFC champion and stuff. Like it's obviously inspiring to everyone. You know what I mean? You can't not be inspired by that. But yeah, it's good. Yeah, hopefully I might get some more rounds on him, and I see him more.
There you have it, Boswell. Kenny Mokhonoana, cool as a cucumber, just a fist bump and the nod,
Yeah.
I actually haven't done any. I haven't. You know what I mean? When he was doing when he was doing jiu-jitsu, I was doing striking, or I just haven't. But I'd say we will. Do you know what I mean? I haven't been in the gym like that long. Do you know what I mean? So I definitely will at some point. You know what I mean? Get round him and have a word with him and stuff.
Yeah, you could ask the two of you get a part in his new movie as well. But lads, obviously Bellator Dublin, we're gonna have to look at your opponents here. We'll start with yourself, Darragh. You're taking on. Sorry, excuse me. Where do I have it here? You're taking on Kyle Stevens. Like when you got the name Kyle Stevens, like when you're looking now, what do you think? What do you think he could bring to the table that you haven't seen before?
So we found out like 15 weeks out, so I didn't look too much into him until recently. Watched him. He's very aggressive on the feet. He's primarily a boxer with a few kicks. I said very aggressive. Likes to come forward. Doesn't like to be put in the back foot. His takedown defense doesn't look great, and when it hits the floor, I'm not too impressed. So I think it'll play like stylistically right into my hands. You know, strike him for a bit, eventually take him to the ground. I don't see it lasting too long. I think it's going to be another first round job.
Another first rounder. And Kenny, what about yourself? You're taking on Alex Bodner. What do you think he possesses that you haven't seen before?
I don't think he's well rounded like everywhere, but I feel like I'm better than him everywhere. Like I feel like he might try strike with me. He probably might shoot. Like I feel like I'll beat him everywhere. Like it's honestly up to him if he wants to keep strike. If he wants to think that I'm I'm just the triangle grappling merchant or whatever. Do you know what I mean? He wants to keep it standing. You get me? That's up to him, and it'll be his fault on what happens there. And if he wants to take me down, he's fucked as well there. Do you know what I mean? So it's honestly up to him. How long it lasts, it's up to how tough he is and stuff. But like I feel like I'll get him out of there at some stage in the fight. I don't know when. Do you know what I mean? I will get him out of there.
Ross, neither lads is going to go.
No, definitely not. I think, like we were saying earlier, the gym's on fire. You know, Mokhonoana went and won the Brave Bantamweight Championship. Will Fleury won the UAE Middleweight Championship. Then the two boys in PFL, Johnny Walker and UFC. Like, this is building up for a big Bellator Dublin, and this is building up for a big card for the SBG boys. And I expect them all to win, to be honest. I look at the card and I think everyone has the capability of doing it from top of the card to the bottom of the card, you know. Obviously, you know, Peter Quealy's probably taken on his most well-known opponent today, Benson Henderson, but, you know, anything can happen in a fight as well. So I'm really looking forward to that as well. But you also have to take into account, Barry, that if you look at the guys on the card and you look at Kenny, you look at Darragh, you look at Kieran Clark, you look at Peter Quealy, a lot of them are around the same size. So you know what they say, iron sharpens iron. So I'm really looking forward to seeing all the featherweights and lightweights get the job done.
I couldn't agree more. That's what you think of that?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, go ahead, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, as you said, we've got a lot of men around the same size, like, and I think that's one thing that stands out to me since I moved down. Like up at home, it was me and Jordan Fury, and you're kind of wondering, like, you know, is how much of an advantage it is to have all the training partners, and I take confidence in it now, being surrounded by boys. Like we've got 20 odd people our size here, fucking top level guys, like, and I was just saying, like, I don't think he's got that. What'll he have? 2 or 3 men his own size to train with? Like you can't really get that experience in the gym that we're in every single day, like where he's at.
Exactly. And if none of the lads are there, you can call him Conor McCarthy as well, Darragh.
Exactly. You get boys from left and right coming in.
Darragh, tell us this. Obviously, you went 1-0 at Bellator. Obviously, before that, you had a pull out at the previous Bellator at the last minute. Someone had a slip and fall in the bath. That's one of my favorite MMA excuses. I've heard it too often. Tell us this. What did Dave Roach and John Kavanagh say to you before your first Bellator event? Because obviously you went from fighting on the local scene to then fighting on this massive stage.
There wasn't really anything in particular they said to me. Like, you know, I gained my experience on the amateur scene. I went undefeated. I showing up in the gym. We did a lot of fight simulations. They said to me, like, you show up every single time and you're ready to go to the pro scene. So Once they told me, like, I was in no rush, but once they give me the go ahead, then I agreed.
I get it. And Kenny, obviously, you fought on sort of the big arena stage before over in UAE Warriors. Is there going to be any extra nerves fighting in front of a Dublin audience with everyone shouting your name?
I don't think so, but we'll see. You know what I mean? You never know. I don't know how I'm gonna feel that day, but I know is when I'm in the cage, it's the same as any other cage. It's still 5-3. You know what I mean? So I feel like it's gonna be this exact same, but obviously it might feel a bit different with the noise levels and stuff. But in there, it's just a spar, basically. You know what I mean?
And you know what they say, Kenny? Pressure makes diamonds.
100%, bro. Ready for the pressure. I love it, bro. You know what I mean?
I absolutely love it. Baz, do you have anything else before we wrap things up?
No, I just want to say make sure to tune in and watch the lads on the 23rd of September in Dublin's Tree Arena at Bellator Dublin. Like both lads, as I said earlier, are expecting no O's to disappear.
Yeah, absolutely. You should be able to check it out on Virgin Media and Virgin Media YouTube channel or Bellator YouTube channel, depending on what stage of the card people are on. But it's definitely one to watch out for. And if you can still get tickets, definitely go to see it. Like, there is no show like a Bellator Dublin show. It's next level. It really is. The audiences, they make the show, and the fighters, they're the icing on top. It's absolutely incredible. We look forward to supporting you there. Darragh, do you have anyone you want to shout out before we wrap things up?
Just a shout out to all my sponsors and the Sheets especially, who have backed me for the last couple of years.
You up the lads. And what about yourself, Kenny?
Yeah, just my team, my teammates, my family. That's it. Yeah.
Absolutely love it. Well, guys, we wish you both all the very best of luck. We are absolutely convinced that no O's are going to go from here. So let's keep it that way. As I said, best of skill. If you haven't been watching this video at home, make sure to like, share, subscribe, and as always, stay energized.
Energized show, up the Irish. Been sussing you guys a couple of times. I've seen a couple of clips. I think you've done some interviews with Dylan Moran and that I saw. So keep going, keep up the good work, guys.